"Are you certain she should be part of this test?" murmured Chloe, the confident cleaning lady, nodding discreetly toward Imani, who was polishing the conference room windows with her usual quiet focus. David Sterling, the inheritor of a multi-billion-dollar tech fortune, observed his 4 cleaning staff members through the hidden cameras in his penthouse office. At 38, he had grown deeply cynical about the motivations of everyone around him. They all seemed to look at his fortune, not the man. Before we continue, tell us where in the world you are watching from. Drop it in the comments below, and if you enjoy this story, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more powerful content like this. "I have to understand who these women truly are," he confided in his assistant Mark. "I'm giving each of them a corporate credit card with no spending limit for 3 days, no guidelines, no oversight. I just want to see what they do when they believe no one is watching." The experiment was straightforward. Chloe, the unofficial leader of the crew, frequently spoke of her financial struggles. Megan, the youngest, always lamented her modest pay. Brenda, the veteran, often daydreamed about a life of luxury. And then there was Imani. Imani never wanted for anything. Imani Adams, at 29, had learned young that the world didn't hand out favors to black women from the inner city. She had been a cleaner at Sterling Tower for 4 years, always the first to arrive and the last to leave. Unlike her colleagues, she never complained or pushed for a raise, a trait the others saw as a lack of drive. "Can you believe it? He's given us company cards," Megan buzzed excitedly during their lunch break. "I'm finally getting that designer bag I've been eyeing." Chloe scoffed. "It's clearly a test. He wants to see who's responsible and who's going to go wild." Her gaze shifted to Imani. "Some people around here have never seen real money. They might do something reckless." Imani just continued to eat her lunch, offering no reply. A profound stillness was in her eyes, as if she had already decided exactly how she would use this unexpected opportunity. When David summoned them one by one to receive their cards, their reactions were telling. Chloe accepted with a polite smile, already planning her shopping spree. Megan could hardly contain her glee. Brenda thanked him profusely, already mentally redecorating her apartment. Imani was the last. She took the black card and studied it for a moment. "Mr. Sterling, can I ask you something?" "Of course. Is this a test of our character or our desires?" David was momentarily stunned. Of the 4, only she had grasped the experiment's core. "Why do you ask?" "Because the answer changes everything," Imani said, placing the card in her simple wallet. "People with character use an opportunity to help others. People with desire use it for themselves. And wise people," she paused, "use it to do both." As Imani walked out, David felt a spark of genuine curiosity he hadn't experienced in years. If you're enjoying this story about how prejudice can misjudge true character, remember to follow our channel, because what Imani did over the next 72 hours would not only transform her life, but also redefine a billionaire's understanding of human worth. The first day unfolded just as David had predicted, with one glaring exception that he hadn't anticipated at all. Chloe went directly to a luxury boutique, broadcasting her purchases on social media with captions like #workperks and #self-care. Megan dropped $1,000 on trendy outfits, posting selfies from the fitting room. Brenda invested in a new home theater system, eager to show it off to her friends. But Imani's card remained untouched. she had simply vanished. "Where on earth is she?" David grumbled, staring at the blank transaction report. "Mark, are you positive her card is active?" "We checked it twice, sir. It's fully functional." Meanwhile, in the staff locker room, the gossip was in full swing. "Have you noticed Imani hasn't spent a dime?" Chloe whispered to the others. "I bet she's too scared to use it," Megan snickered. "Or maybe she's worried they'll trace it." "You know how some people have things to hide." "Be careful," Brenda cautioned, though her tone was more about self-preservation than defending Imani. "What if she hears you?" "So what?" Chloe challenged. "Everyone knows she only has this job to fill a diversity quota. Now that she has a chance, she's probably clueless." Inside a bathroom stall, Imani heard every single word. She had learned long ago that some fights were a waste of precious energy, especially when you were preparing for a much larger battle. On the second day, David finally saw where Imani had been. "Sir," Mark said, entering the office with a puzzled look, "Imani's transactions have started, but they're unusual." David reviewed the statement. A bulk purchase at a discount grocery store for $950. A payment to a local community center for $500. A transaction at a pharmacy for $300 worth of children's vitamins and cold medicine. Vitamins? Is she unwell? "No, sir. We looked into it. She's buying supplies for the local youth shelter, the one she grew up in." David fell silent. "And there's more," Mark added. "She used the community center payment to rent their kitchen. It looks like she's cooking a huge meal for this weekend." Just as David was processing this, Chloe appeared at his office door, armed with what she believed was the perfect weapon. "Mr. Sterling," she said, with a counterfeit smile, "I need to talk to you. It's about your experiment. I don't want to cause trouble, but I think you should know Imani is using the company card for some very strange things. Bulk food, medicine. It just doesn't seem right. People like her, sometimes they don't have the best judgment. You should probably investigate before it reflects poorly on the company." People like her. The phrase hung in the air. "I see," David said quietly. "Thank you for your concern, Chloe. I will look into it." The moment she left, David turned to Mark. "Get a security detail to that community center on Saturday. I want to see exactly what she's planning. Either this woman was a saint, or Chloe was right, and he was being played for a fool. Either way, he was going to find out the truth."